Well, even more great finds and yet another bucket list are coming from the massive permission. Well, welcome to Finding America. It's really nice to see you here. Well, what can I say? Chris and I couldn't resist. We're back at the massive permission once again. And unbelievably, I've produced 7 episodes so far from this one location. A location that is now just empty fields, but once was the host to a very old and thriving neighborhood that dates all the way back to the late 1800s. You know, both of us have been so amazed by the sheer number of signals that are in this old ground, and equally amazed by the amazing treasures that we've been able to recover with our metal detectors there. Matter of fact, we found so much this day that there was no way I could fit it into just one episode. It was a day full of surprises, and I really hope you enjoy watching this one. Well, Chris and I are back out here, and as you can tell, it's cold. We went from hot to cold this year.
A little brisk.
Yeah, I think this is about 34 degrees right now, and I got a bottle cap and a square pull tab, and this is my first good target. Give me a 93. It was a big one, but it's kind of an old baking mold, I would say. So kind of cool. And just thought I'd film that, and we're just getting started here. See what we get at the massive permission. Well, Chris said he had something interesting, so I walked across the field. Oh, jeez, what the heck is that?
It was like 2 inches down, and then I turned it over.
Whoa.
I think it's going to be a tiger or something. I didn't want to clean it till you got over here. Oh yeah, look at that. That is wearable. It's like a cougar or something.
It's snakehead?
No, it's a... I think the tiger has some weeds in his eyes.
Lordy, lordy.
Holy moly. That thing's big, man.
Yeah, you're definitely going to be starling in the neighborhood.
Oh yeah. Oh, he's got roots coming all out of those holes on there.
What the heck? Well,
big old
I can't wait to get this cleaned up for you.
Yeah, it's like a tiger or something.
Well, it's interesting.
Absolutely amazing is what it is.
I'm speechless. Well, Chris found something that I always enjoy seeing at an old spot.
Yeah, it's a long one. I don't find them that long usually, but squeeze box reed.
Yeah, well, this is probably going to be to a pump organ.
Pump organ, yeah.
Yeah, and because almost every single household in Victorian times into the early 1900s had a pump organ in the
best kind of entertainment back then.
Hey, you know, you had to do what you had to do. There was no radio or TV. But that's a really cool one, man.
Yep.
Really never seen one. I haven't dug one like that.
Nah.
It's very unusual. So, yep, cool stuff coming out of here. Well, this one's giving me a 34. I think I got a pretty cool little buckle. So I thought I'd just turn the camera on. I haven't even cleaned it off yet. Oh, it's still got, looks complete. Looks old. I was joking to Chris, I think it's Saxon, but yeah, I don't think they were over here in Tennessee back then. I have to say though, that is pretty darn cool. Yeah, look at there. That definitely has some age to it. Very old little buckle. So very happy with that, even if it isn't Saxon. Well, I had to call Chris over for this one. It's kind of interesting. It's kind of funny. You might recall the last episode, I found something very similar to this.
It looks just like it.
Yeah, and believe it or not, I know what these are now. Thanks to someone that was watching.
Yeah.
Let me know. So stay tuned. We're gonna have a mystery solved coming up in just a minute. But it's weird that I picked one up this weekend. But I called him over because I thought I had a clay marble. You see it right there?
Oh yeah.
But so I picked it up and I put it back down because I realized it wasn't a clay marble. It's got some kind of metal bracket on it.
Finial
But
or
look
something?
at the design. Can you see the design on it?
Oh wow.
So I don't know what this is. Oh my gosh, check that out. That is so weird. I don't know what to make of that. It's like maybe it's a bead. Yeah, see the hole? There's a hole on it.
But then what would it have been?
But it's attached to this metal piece here.
Yeah.
But it's very, very cool. Can't wait to get it cleaned up.
That's wild looking.
Yeah, it has like this green stripe or leaf or vine on it. But it does seem to be holed like a bead.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Pretty cool little bonus find right there.
Interesting.
And yeah, stay tuned. We're going to find out what this is. Very, very cool. Well, this is actually kind of a fun hole here. I want to show you two more things I got out of there. I got a handle to a little iron utensil, spoon or something. And then I got this porcelain base. It's kind of a white with a mottled orange on it. But down here on the bottom, let me see if I can find it. Yeah, right here, it says made in Japan. So pretty cool. Might have been some kind of porcelain figurine or a small vase. But yeah, that was kind of an interesting hole. Well, we have yet another mystery solved this week, thanks to all of you watching last week. You might recall the very interesting mystery find that I recovered in last week's episode. Well, a lot of you helped out with this one, and Craig Burns was the very first one to let me know that what I'd found was actually a very old copper printing plate that had once been attached to a wood block. Now, these would have been used to print photographs in publications like newspapers and magazines. And the photograph's negative would be transferred by chemically etching it onto the copper plate. So once again, a huge thank you goes out to Craig Burns and everyone else out there that helped make last week's mystery find this week's mystery solved. Well, as usual, I'm using the Equinox 900 and Huntingham Park 2, just in case anyone was wondering out there. And I got a 46. I dug down and 6 inches. Yep, little plate for the inside of a pocket watch. Not bad. I'll get it cleaned up. Maybe I'll get lucky and have the maker's mark on it. I just got something pretty nice. It's giving me a 42. I dug down about 4 or 5 inches and I popped out something I hadn't seen in a while. Pretty decent looking pocket knife.
Oh yeah.
Still got the sides on it. And wow, look at that.
Oh cool.
That's pretty dramatic.
Barlow or something.
That's pretty dramatic looking right there. That's pretty wicked. Oh, missing that side.
Yeah.
I don't know. Very cool though.
I like it.
It does look like a Barlow, doesn't it?
Yeah.
A little bit. Very cool. Well, Chris got something pretty cool.
I do believe that's a valve stem cover.
Yeah, that's a different style.
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of them have the ribs on it. But that's pretty cool. That is definitely Model T valve stem.
Yeah.
And you know what that means? Time for an awesome train picture. Well, I thought I'd give this to Chris because I got a banging like 92 signal, but it was big.
Huge.
But some of the big signals here have been really interesting.
Yeah.
So I put my digger in and I started to hit something. I backed off and then I cut real shallow and I pulled this out. And at first I thought, well, whatever. But then I looked here and I'm starting to see a pattern. You see these bands right here, and then there's a floral pattern. That's when Chris said, man, that's like the back to a dresser mirror.
Yeah.
You know,
Handle.
a hand mirror. And I'm like, yeah, you're right, because I found these silver handles out here, and it looks like we might have the main body here. Hopefully I have enough water in this thing for this. We're not used to having to spray something this massive.
That's huge.
So I thought I'd have him film while I clean it because I think it's going to be kind of pretty. And I'm going to get it loosened up and then I'll wipe. Oh, yeah, you can see the silver coming through.
Oh, yeah.
Now, if that's silver, that's pretty awesome.
That'd be a huge flat piece of silver.
Oh, come on. Oh, yeah, look at there.
Wow.
You can see it. Yeah, it's actually.
Look at the floral pattern.
Oh, no, this is awesome. See, to me, it's much, yeah, I love finding a silver coin or something, but this stuff's unique.
Yeah.
This isn't something you usually find every day. Oh, yeah, look at that. See the floral pattern?
Oh, yeah. That's exactly what that is.
Yep, sure is, because you can see the notch down here.
How cool.
And very cool. I'll get it cleaned up a little better when I get home. But, yeah, never expect that, would you?
No.
Well, this is pretty cool. I was digging soda can out of this one, and then I got a 36 over here. And that soda can didn't leave me holding out much hope for this one. But I dug down, and about 4 or 5 inches, this popped out. Now, I think this is really, I did see the other side. I do know what this is, but see, in Tennessee, some people will buy a loved one a heart pendant. But if you're into bluegrass or country, this is what you get your sweetheart. It's a guitar pick, and it says, I pick you.
And we lived happily ever after.
Yeah, and we're sitting there talking about it, and we just had to dedicate this find to our buddy Carl, who lives out in Nashville. So it was a fitting find. It's a very cool piece, and I don't think I've ever dug one of those. That's pretty darn cool.
Not that I can remember.
Well, this was a 34, just digging it all, and got something pretty interesting. It's a pretty old writing pen. It's all complete too. I gave it a little white. Looked like it must have been gold colored or gold plated maybe. Got a little vertical line design there. Pretty cool. I'll get it cleaned up. I was hoping it might be an advertising piece and might have something on it, but I'll find out later when I get home. But nice little find. Well, this is kind of a cool little target here. It was giving me a repeatable high tone, but it was deep. It had the depth meter buried almost. Once we got it out, it was about, we figured it was about 9 inches.
Yeah.
But when I popped the plug, I got a bonus find right away. Check it out. A little apothecary bottle.
That's awesome.
Dark brown. Very cool. I like that. That's probably 30s, 40s. And so I had Chris come over and check with his 800. Now he's using Park 2 with the 800 and the 6-inch Minelab coil.
Yeah.
I'm Park 2 with the 900 and the 10x5 Coiltek. He could not get the signal. I think at one time he got a little something.
I got a blip, but it's not something I would have dug.
No, and even when I had it open and my pinpointer was starting to hit on it, he wasn't getting it.
Yeah.
It wasn't until I got it out of the hole, and yeah. But so kind of interesting. I might have a little bit of advantage because I have a little slightly, bigger coil there, but
Yeah.
I don't know. But it was awesome, and this is pretty cool too. I'm pretty sure this is going to be like a complete lipstick tube. Wow, look at the color.
Man, that thing's shiny.
Look at that.
Wild.
Wow, look at
Is
this.
that brass?
I don't know, but look. Oh, I always wanted to find a really fancy one. I think I just did. Oh, look, it's got the maker's mark on it. Oh, it's Max Factor.
Oh, look at it. Oh, yeah.
It's Max Factor Hollywood.
It's like a champagne glass or something.
Yeah, Max Factor Hollywood.
Oh, cool.
It's old. This is. Oh, yeah, it's got a champagne glass. Or well, we think. No, I think that might be the. That might be like the mass for.
Oh, yeah.
For acting, the theater. So Max Factor Hollywood. This is.
Oh, that thing held up well.
Yeah, it did. We'll have to rate the companies, compliment them, but
Yeah.
this is just awesome though. Very cool. It's one of the best ones I've dug up. Look at the top of it.
Wow, it's got like a, yeah.
Wow.
Awesome.
Very cool. I'm going to put that probably 30s, 40s, somewhere in there. I don't know. I'll look it up, but hey, that's pretty impressive. And yeah, I don't know. I don't know if it was a 900
Yeah.
or the Coiltek coil, but it zoomed down on that. That was pretty darn deep. Well, this one was giving me a really nice high tone, nice and tight, so I went down and about 4 or 5 inches, got it up on the drop cloth here. So I just thought I'd film it, but it's an old garter clip, might be 30s or 40s, either for ladies' stockings, but these were also used on men's socks as well. So cool little vintage piece. Well, I double checked that hole where I got that garter clip, and I was still getting a high tone, but it was off to the side, so I widened the plug a little bit, and turned out to be 41 weeding in the hole with the garter clip. So very cool. I will definitely take that. Well, I was clear across the field, had my headphones on, listening to my favorite tune on my Minelab, and I could hear him yell.
Hey.
And he says, bucket lister. So I'm like, okay.
For me.
Yeah. Ooh.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
I wiped it off. It was so high, I was like, this thing's gotta be.
It was ringing 32.
32.
He said it was silver. I can see it now,
Yeah.
but here, let me take you in on this.
Never found one.
Ah, that's nice. Ooh, he got a solid silver
Sterling
spoon. Oh, baby.
Yeah.
Nice.
I had to wipe it. Jazz.
It says sterling. I can
Jazz
see
mix.
that.
Oh, yeah, there's marks, too.
Hallmarks.
Yeah.
What's it say there?
Jazz mix. JAS.mix.
Holy cow.
Sterling.
That is awesome. Ooh,
Oh, is it going to be monogrammed?
Yeah, it's
Oh, yeah.
Yes, it is.
Oh, wow.
Let's see. I think you got it upside down. Wow, who can tell?
KHG or something?
Wow. And luckily, we're still a
Killer.
couple guys that know how to read cursive. And I think it's KHG.
Yeah.
Whoa.
That would have been bizarre if it was CGG.
Yeah.
Oh, man. I can't believe I never dug one.
That is awesome. Yep, we dig tons of silver plate, but not solid silver.
No.
Wow, man. That is awesome.
Killer find. Hopefully there was a whole box of it that got dropped.
Yeah.
See what else pops.
Find the rest of the set.
Yeah.
Very, very cool. Well, this old spoon just got better because Chris was working on it, and I was wrapping it up, and he all of a sudden he's like, it's got a date.
There's a date back here.
It's actually engraved with a date on the backside. What is it?
1896.
Get out.
Oh, is that amazing?
Oh my gosh, dude.
Wow.
That's one of the best spoons I've seen in a long time.
Yeah.
Oh, it's beautiful. It's this old silver too. It's got that old silver look
Frosty
to it.
look to it.
But let me see if I can get you in on. This is tough because I'm trying to balance it. Look right there.
1896.
1896. Let's say that one more time. 1890.
That's awesome.
Oh my gosh.
It's gonna be hard for me to beat that silver spoon-wise for a
I'm
while.
telling you, man. It's an awesome permission, isn't it?
Yeah.
Just killer spot. Well, Chris's spoon was an absolutely incredible recovery, and I really hope you'll come back next week to see what else we found during this hunt. We had an absolutely amazing time playing in that old ground, and here's another look at all the very cool things we were able to recover in this episode. Well, I really hope you enjoyed watching this episode, and if you did, I would sure appreciate it if you would please click the subscribe button, leave a like on this episode, and maybe even leave a comment down below. It's amazing, but it's the honest truth. These little things make such a huge difference for the channel, and it really makes all the hard work worthwhile. Now, don't go anywhere just yet, because I have some amazing old images from our great country's past coming up in just a few seconds. And you wouldn't want to miss one of the best parts of a Finding America episode. And remember, it's history that makes a find a treasure. And I can't wait to see you back here next week on Finding America. Merry Christmas, everyone.